Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm joined by the very lovely Holly Hagan.
Hello, thanks for having me.
And today I'm going to be doing Holly's makeup.
Yep, I'm excited.
So I'm used to wearing a little bit of concealer, a bit of highlighter, maybe a bit of a bronzer, but everything else, no.
Well, you're in for a treat today because we have everything.
I have to say, I'm overwhelmed. I don't think I've ever seen so much makeup in one place.
I'll let you know where things need to go, but the rest's up to you. Make me look fabulous, darling.
So this is either going to go really, really well, or it's going to go terribly. I'm probably betting on the latter.
Yeah, 100%. I'll have to do yours next.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. I don't know where to start.
Well, you start with the eyebrows.
Okay.
And all you're going to do is you're going to carve out the brow with this and just fill in any kind of like stray hairs and just make them look full. You haven't done much.
Oh wait, what? So what? How? And this is to contour.
This is to highlight.
Okay.
The contour is the dark part. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So you're going to place this in all the places on my face that you feel like the light would hit. Yeah. Under the eyes. No, not my cheek. No. Just my eye. Okay. And on the chin as well, because
okay.
You know, who doesn't want to be?
Wait, do you actually not want it on your cheeks?
It's meant to be under the eye. That's fine.
To do this one as well.
To be fair, I don't actually tend to do my makeup on a daily basis. I tend to just be a natural make. You need to blend this quick because it's going to set.
Oh, shit. Oops.
Back in series 1, when I used to wear like 9 pairs of eyelashes, I did a photo shoot and they put like 2 pairs of eyelashes on me and I physically cried my eyes out because I felt so uncomfortable with just the 2 pairs of eyelashes on when I obviously used to wear a 9. So like never leave the house without makeup. So it was like the more the better. It doesn't look too bad, you know. It's actually alright. Blending it out nicely. It was like really difficult for me because I was so self-conscious and I didn't want to I didn't understand that I could look better with less makeup. Like me at the time thought, no, I need all the lashes in the world, but really, you know, I did look better without them.
But like, I think every person is under a similar amount of pressure.
Yeah.
I know, I experienced it and it took me, I don't even know if I'm fully confident in my own skin today.
No.
But I've come a long way. Like, I used to be really unconfident.
Yeah.
I think your confidence changes in peaks and troughs.
Oh, 100%.
Let me blend this bit.
I think with age as well, with age it kind of just like, it comes more naturally. The older I get, the more confident and comfortable I feel with myself and in life.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people say, oh, I'd love to go back to being 18.
I wouldn't.
Pay me to go back to being 18.
Definitely not.
That unconfident, low self-esteem person, like, it was awful.
So what's this bit here?
This is the contour. This is the cream contour stick. So
okay.
Do you understand
where shadow goes?
Where shadow goes. So this is going to be here.
Yeah.
It's going to be here. And it's going to be 2 stripes down here.
Okay, that's scary.
The difficult part, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's a lot.
Oh, is it? It looks like a good amount. Shall I get some of it off?
It's fine.
It's like Crayola.
It is, it's really fun. Yeah. Okay.
Is that a lot as well?
A lot, yeah.
I think I've actually nailed that.
You have actually
that
really
is nailed.
that.
That's good.
Because we want to shorten the forehead.
No, I learned this on RuPaul's Drag Race. You leave that to bake.
No.
Oh.
You don't. So what you do now is you blend that in. With this though.
Oh right, okay.
We're gonna mix it up a little bit. Oh god.
Oh. That doesn't feel from it.
Cool.
Actually, I think you're right. I did put a lot on.
You did. I told you less was more. Oh Jesus.
But it goes.
Oh god.
I feel like it.
I have to get a taxi.
I feel like it.
Bro.
It's so well.
It's fine. We can always, if in doubt, blend it out.
Blend.
Blend, blend, blend.
When did you first go on the show?
So I first started on Geordie Shore when I was 18.
Yeah.
Which is extremely young. Obviously at 18 you think you understand the world and you think that you're a person that you aren't, I think.
Yeah.
Like you think that you know everything and that everything's like brill, and I realised after being on it very quickly that I didn't actually know who I was.
Yeah.
I didn't know whether I was confident or whether I was faking it.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know whether I was happy or whether I was sad. Like, it was just so strange.
What's it like to you know, you're 18, you're still trying to figure it out, and then you walk into a shop or a restaurant and everyone's staring at you. Like, what's that like?
Well, in the beginning, obviously, I was pretty much the most hated cast member because of obviously the premise of the show and things, and you know, people kind of had a lot to say about it.
Yeah.
And you know, we were just teenagers doing what people do on a weekend, but we did it on TV. You know, you just felt like embarrassed, really. I did just feel quite embarrassed, and like I didn't want to leave the house. It was for the first couple of years, it was really hard.
What am I doing about your nose?
Okay, well, what you need to do with the nose is you need to take the blender.
Okay.
And just pat down it.
What should I do about your forehead?
Blend more.
I'm panicking right now.
Look at that, right. Have you seen?
I'll blend.
That is 18-year-old me. It's
it-
not the worst. It's certainly not the best.
Let's do the nose.
Let's do the nose. What you're going to do now is...
I'm available for bookings, by the way. Weddings, events, I'll do it all. Okay, what is this?
This is setting powder. You're going to line this and you're going to go down my cheek like that,
Okay.
underneath there, so that you can kind of give it that sharp effect down there.
Okay, right.
Understand?
Yeah.
This is just powder.
Okay, and then am I
Front
doing
powder.
it on the side?
And you're going to go down the side of that and then across the middle. So down and in the middle.
Why in the middle? Like, what's that?
Because it's going to shorten my nose.
Shorten your nose.
Yeah.
You
And
know-
then while that's baking, I think we'll start with the eyes.
Yeah, this is the bit that I'm really scared about. Wish me luck. I don't know about you, but I personally think that everybody has anxiety to some degree.
Yeah.
And some days, I actually struggle, like, leaving the house.
Yeah.
And I'll get anxious over my appearance. And I'll change my outfit, like, 2 or 3 times. And I'll look in the mirror, like, 12 times.
I do always kind of try and plan my outfits as such as where I won't wear dresses. I'll never wear a dress. You'll never see me in a dress.
What, because you're scared of
Because I hate my legs.
what people might say?
And I have a lot of people commenting, I have got big legs. Me and my mum have got the same legs, big ankles. My friends say that I'm built like an oil rig, which is, they can say it, no one else can. But yeah, that's a joke between us. And then when other people want to say it, it's like, okay, I can't wear dresses. So you'll never see me in one in public. You might see it on Instagram, but you know, I'll probably smoothed out the cellulite, as most people feel like they have to do nowadays. I'll always be in a trouser, probably high-waisted, crop top to, you know, show off the bits that I'm okay with. But yeah, my legs will always stay undercover, which is because I'm so self-conscious.
And you know what, like, I think this affects everybody, but more so girls, because we live in this really sexist culture that's constantly telling girls they've got to look a certain way, they've got to have a certain body shape and type, and not everybody has that body shape and type, and that's fine. But when you only have this certain visibility, and guys as well, like I go on Instagram all the time, and you know, you see these super stacked guys, and you kind of think, well, I don't look like that. And most people don't actually look like that, but on Instagram they do. And I think this culture where young girls are growing up and they feel so self-critical, they don't feel attractive, and somebody's called them fat for the first time and it affects them, they then put that onto other girls and try and pull them down, and it almost becomes this vicious circle.
Yeah, it's so hard because in a way I kind of feel like I'm part of the problem, because for 8 years I've been I don't like to say victim, but I've been abused about my looks, about my weight, and 99% of the comments on social media used to be about my looks and about my weight. So when I actually succumbed to those pressures and started changing things about myself, started getting lip fillers, got a boob job, did whatever, then it's kind of like, okay, well, now are you still going to call me those things? And people still do.
Yeah.
And no matter what you do, you can change yourself like so much to fit society's ideal, but people are still going to find something to comment on.
Yeah.
So it really isn't worth it. You're going to go through all this, you're going to spend all this money, and as long as you're happy with yourself, that's absolutely fine. But you know, it'd be nice to be able to go out there and tell people you can be happy without getting all this stuff done. But I feel like I can't, because I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Because I've done it.
But that abuse that you're getting, like, what percentage of that that do you think is actually personal to you, and what percentage is because you've got millions of followers?
It's really weird because, you know, now I don't get as much abuse as I used to. It's here and there, and maybe I'm not looking for it as much as I used to when I was a lot more self-conscious. But back in the beginning, it was 99.9% negative. There wasn't anybody telling me that how I looked was okay. There wasn't anybody in magazines telling me that a size 16 girl was okay. And there wasn't anybody in TV who was on a reality show who looked like me. And, you know, we weren't cast for me, and I would say me and Sophie, we were the bigger girls. We were cast more on our personalities. And you look at shows like Towie, and they're all thin. The majority of them, 99% of them, were thin girls, beautiful girls. And it's kind of trying to live up to that standard that we saw. For years, for about 5 years, it was my battle to try and lose weight. No one had ever told me it was okay to be big.
Yeah.
When in actual fact it is.
Yeah. Now we're going to do probably the thing that I'm most intimidated by.
The eyes.
Can I show this on camera?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it looks very, very beautiful, but I have no idea.
What colour are you feeling the most?
An orange lip and an orange eye.
An orange lip. Oh, are you?
I feel like you're swaying me in a direction though, because I mean these are all shades of pink. Do you put one colour on, or is it multiple?
Yeah, so you're going to start with one colour. It's going to usually be a matte colour. So you're going to start with that, and you're going to blend it here and around into the socket.
It actually doesn't look bad.
That's actually really good. Yeah.
Thank you.
You can add more if you like.
All right. Do you have days where you just feel super creative with your makeup?
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, the days that I want to film like YouTube videos, it's like a fancy dress party, and I want to create like a really good like unicorn look, which I did, which was all pinks and stuff.
Yeah.
I love doing things like that. Like, I love fancy dress. I love being creative.
You know what I really love? That more guys are starting to wear makeup. And
oh yeah.
It's really nice to see more guys wearing it, because, you know, like I've worn concealer and highlighter for years, and I've had people make comments, and I'm like, it's literally pigment to enhance how you look.
Definitely.
And I like wearing it, so I'm going to continue to do so.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's always been seen as this kind of, there's a lot of stigma. And you know, like when I do like the news shows and stuff like that, and there's always a makeup artist, they're always a bit nervous about doing it. And they're like, oh, do you want me to take it off when you're finished? I'm like, no.
No, leave it.
How do you remember which brush to use?
You kind of just pick up a shawl.
Oh. I feel like you need more like big eyes.
Okay, more.
I've been watching too much Drag Race.
Yeah, definitely. And then you're going to take the same colour and run under the eye.
Under it?
Under it.
Okay.
Like, right under here.
You sure about this?
Yes! You are going a little further down than you're supposed to. Right, now it does look like I've got a black eye.
What do I do?
It's fine. You just have to roll with it.
Shall I put
It'll
this
just have to
on
be a grunge look.
Should I do this? Okay, I need to breathe.
Are you sweating?
Okay, positive mantras. Right, ready to go.
Go.
Okay.
Under.
We have been filming, and then we realised that the camera actually cut out. So, Holly now has her eyes done.
Fabulous.
This is what I did earlier. I think they look alright.
Lovely.
I also did, what did I do on your cheeks?
You did some bronzing and contouring with powder contour, and then you did some blush as well. Lovely.
So you've just you've missed that bit, but pretend it happened.
Pretend. This is the lip liner.
Right.
You're gonna line around my lips.
Okay.
Try and keep to the line as much as you can.
Okay. Like, do I do it quite heavy or just a bit?
Yeah, you can go quite heavy with it.
Okay. What does this do?
Lines it. It accentuates the lip line, so you can kind of like, you know, if you didn't want to get fillers, you can overline your lips and make them look bigger. I feel like you're overlining mine. I feel like you're drawing on my moustache.
Is it meant to actually be on the lip or just above
on the
it?
lip, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll just
okay.
You know what's really interesting, and like something that I learn doing the job that I do is like, you know, when you're being bullied, like the natural response is to think, okay, well, this is because of me and I need to change who I am. And, you know, doing all the work that I do, like I now know that people bully for their own reasons,
Yeah.
and the people bullying like have their own problems. And you know, the kids who were bullying me at school probably were going home and there was violence,
Yeah.
or they were rejected, or there was arguments. Like, you just don't know what's going on in their lives.
Yeah, I agree.
And like, I don't know about you, but I think that is the most powerful thing you can know, because you don't want to, suddenly you don't feel like you need to change who you are.
Yeah, and I think like when you're in school, you kind of don't realise that. You think that it's like, why me? Why is this happening to me?
But what point did you realise that, hey, you know, this isn't me, it's not how I look, it's not who I am, it's actually people sending the abuse that have their own issues?
I think that didn't really happen till, you know, a long time into me being on Geordie Shore, and I always just thought like, why is it me, why is it me? And then I would look at all these people who I considered to be perfect too on other TV shows, and they got abuse too.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, well, hang on a second, if people who I think are perfect are getting abuse, then maybe it isn't me, maybe it's them. Maybe it's the people who are bullying. Even being able to completely be 100% yourself on a TV show, and to be able to,
you're vulnerable.
but yeah, to be vulnerable, which not a lot of people can be. There's been plenty of people who've came onto the show and haven't been able to cry in front of the camera, who haven't been able to show their emotions because they can't. Whereas I've given everything that I can possibly give on that show, and I've allowed people to see it. And that's not always an easy thing to do at all.
Lippy!
Are you excited about this bit?
Ish.
This is the easy part, come on. All you have to do is like colour in the lines.
Yeah, no, but what if it goes over? Like, I'll just.
You can clean it up later.
How long would your makeup take you to do?
An hour.
And I've done this in like half an hour.
Yeah.
I'm actually really chuffed.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Is it not?
I mean, from a distance.
You're so good at backhanded compliments.
Yeah, I know.
Is that your sport?
Yeah, it's my thing.
How's that?
Yeah.
What about like, because obviously you've got lipstick on the outside, but like, what about on the inside lip? Like, do you know?
The inside lip.
Because you see it a little bit like that. Do I do that or no?
No. It just kind of blends. Otherwise, it's going to be all over my teeth.
Okay.
Now is my favourite part. It's going to be the highlighter.
Like, wait, did we not already do that?
No, we did cream highlight, which was part of the highlighting and contouring.
Okay.
So this, you can pick whatever one you want.
White.
White?
Yeah, so then you'll be almost as pale as me.
So you're just going to rub it up in whichever one.
I'm sensing white, isn't there? I'm going to go for... and which palette is this?
This is the Mitchell Sub-Zero. My friend's palette, he's fabulous.
Okay, right.
You can pick whatever one you want.
I'm actually thinking this... Can I mix them both up?
You can, yeah.
I'm thinking these two.
Okay.
Is that good?
That's fine.
And where's it going?
And all you're going to do is you're going to place it along here.
Okay. How do you remember all this?
It takes a lot of years.
And do I blend?
You can kind of just lay it down.
Oh, look, it's gone all shiny.
Yeah, that's
so
highlight.
nice. Oh wait, you said not blend, but
yeah,
I've done
no,
it anyway.
you can just like rub on it. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
I'm actually really happy with this.
Okay, and then other one.
So do you think
Oh, lovely.
is that good?
Yeah, lovely.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, and then down the bridge of the nose.
I never know if you're being sarcastic.
I know, this is the thing with me, no one ever knows. And on the tip.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I've done the right lip with the eyes, but it doesn't look bad. Actually, that looks really good.
It actually doesn't look too bad from far away, does it?
I'm actually buzzing.
Let me look
From far away. There's another backhanded compliment.
Oh.
Does it look good close up?
No. Wow, that is so much closer. Oh god.
Is that actually?
Horrific.
This isn't the career for me, is it? Makeup artist.
I feel like I want to just get closer. So. Yeah.
What would you give it out of 10?
2.
Wait, are we finished?
Yeah, this is it.
Is it?
I look like I've got a mustache. We like drew on my mustache.
No. I think it looks great. No?
No, I would say it's definitely a 2 out of 10.
Thank you. It's better than
It's
one.
better than 1.
Do you want more on?
More? You're enjoying this, aren't you? Got more?
Do you want more? Do you need more?
Okay.
Is it? Or shall I blend?
No, you don't blend it, you just lay it down.
I'm just gonna do a bit of white on here.
Okay.
Just.
Very shiny.
Can I like? How do I take that off?
Just blend.
Oh, blend.
Just keep rubbing.
Okay, actually.
Have I got the shiniest forehead in the world?
Do you ever? Do you have it when?
It's on planes on my forehead. Jesus Christ. Wow.
Do you have it when you've done like a full face and then you make one hiccup and you've got to like wipe it all off?
Yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare.
I feel like that just happened.
Yeah, I feel like you need to. You can't wipe it because you'll mess up all the underneath. That's it.
What are we gonna do?
Nothing, it just has to be left now. It's not like I have to get a taxi in a minute or anything.
What is the most embarrassing photo or moment that you've had on camera that you look back at and you can't even watch? It's that embarrassing.
Okay, so the most embarrassing moment for me has got to be when I was on day 1, F1 of Geordie Shore, and I was in the hot tub, and I'd never had a Jaeger bomb before, like ever in my life, didn't even know what one was. I'd had 3 Jaeger bombs, and I ended up in the hot tub, and I got my boobs out. And it doesn't stop there. So because of the water and all the lights, when they actually filmed me, because the lights were like shining on my boobs, it actually looked like I had no nipples. Then what happened was, doesn't stop there. Then I wake up the next morning and there are Facebook groups made about me saying, when you try and breastfeed and then realise you're Holly Hagan. I was absolutely mortified, like mortified. And I have got nipples, by the way, they are there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh.
It was horrific.
So I was going to say my most embarrassing one was a picture I found the other day of me in a hoodie in a club, but I mean, that is incomparable.
No, it's not.
So
I hope you never have an embarrassing moment like this.
We are now finished with my YouTube tutorial.
Woo!
How do you rate your makeup?
I'd say it was a good 2 out of 10.
I mean, I would give it an 8.
Do you know what? It's actually like, from a distance, it's actually like a 6. And then up close, it's literally a -9.
But I feel like I would look at you and be like, oh yeah, she's got nice makeup.
That's a lie.
No, I would.
No.
I'm chuffed. So how did you find today?
Today was brilliant, loved it. Absolutely amazing. And yeah, I feel like we should do this more often.
I agree. Maybe you could do my makeup next time.
Yeah, that would be better.
Get your own back.
Fabulous.
I look hilarious. Massive thank you for joining me today. It was a pleasure. And you know what? We talk about some really serious things and it was nice to do it in like a fun way.
Yeah, of course. It's always better like that.
And we're going to be having more conversations like this, but if you are impacted by any of the issues we spoke about in the video, go to ditchlabel.org for advice and support. I don't know what else I was going to say. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and subscribe to Holly's channel. The links will be somewhere
everywhere
or below. Thank you.
Bye.